Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Post-Series Rundown from the Chicago Cubs games I went to back on August 1st and August 2nd, 2025 at Wrigley Field in downtown Chicago against the Baltimore Orioles. But before we get to this one, I want you guys to please leave a like on this video, scratch out for new, hit notifications, leave a comment down below if you guys have any thoughts, games I went to, if you guys are at one or both these games, any thoughts, feels, guys, in general. Post-Series Rundown, feel free to leave comments below. Let's hear your guys on there. Alright guys, let's jump right to it. We're going to get into the two games right now. And I'm just going to say this right now, guys. I'm a little disappointed from the Cubs, honestly. I hate to say it, guys. Love the Cubs, my second favorite team. I got this jersey as well. Just got it. I think this was my grandpa's jersey. And then I bought this hat in Chicago because I needed it. Because I needed to get one there. So this is a nice hat. This is going to probably be my main Cubs hat from now on every time I cheer for them. So just so you guys know. And unfortunately, I just want to say the Cubs could have definitely did better with the bats, and especially in Game 1. And I got it right here. And this is gonna be quick and easy, guys. You're gonna see. I'm gonna say this is gonna take like 1 minute to recap. So let's get into it. So it's like 46. All right. I bet you it'll take under a minute. All right. So let's go. Let's get into it. Game 1 on August 1st, 2025. Let's recap it. So the Chicago Cubs would end up taking at least one win in this series. The games I went to. They won the first game of the series. It flew by, guys. And the final score was Chicago Cubs 1 and the Baltimore Orioles nothing. 1-0 Cubs, guys. Like, you can't make it up. This is the back-to-back games I've seen in Wrigley Field where it was a 1-0 final. But this time the Cubs won it. They lost the first game. Obviously, the Jays, I was on the winning end of both. Pretty ironic there. Bears, guys. One scoring play. Ironically, it came in the second inning again, but the bottom of the second inning, Ian Happ would be out on a sacrifice fly. Carson Kelly scored, and Armstrong the third, and that was it. 1-0, and that was it. That was all. But Trevor Rogers guy, not Tyler Rogers, Trevor Rogers, elite. That guy was insane, and you know what? He was the reason why he's saying 1-0, because honestly, if they didn't get that run, who knows? I don't even know if they would have won the game, honestly, if they didn't get that run, because just Cubs were good. And the hits. Let's talk about the hits. Orioles got no runs on 3 hits, and the Cubs got 1 on 4 hits, so awful game offensively. It was so fast, too. That game sucked, guys. I know the Cubs won, and I was happy. At least I got to see the Go Cubs Go sign. Everyone's doing the W's, fly the W. Gotta love that stuff. I love it when the Cubs win. It's so much better rooting for them, guys. Oh, my God. I love it. But it's just, the Cubs they did not score runs in the 2 games I went to. They did, but it's just not nearly as tough as the Brewers or the Tigers. Even the Tigers got 10-1 game. We're going to get to the second game in a moment here. I mean, there's more to talk about in the second game anyways, but that game was actually tied, believe it or not, guys. That game, the first game, was tied for the fastest game in baseball this year. And I think we could have beat it at some points, but just tied. So that's unfortunate there. I mean, honestly, I would have at least liked to have broken the record for the fastest game, but that game sucked. Unfortunately, you know what? That game was bad. I know they won. I know I was cheering for the winning team, and they won. But I don't care, guys. It just wasn't good enough. Like, the offense wasn't good. Atrocious. That was a pitcher's duel. Definitely. It's just bad, and it's sack fly. Like, it sucks. You don't even get at least a homer or nothing. No, you get nothing. It was terrible, guys. I'm sorry. I know the Cubs won, but I'm going to complain a little bit here. Offense was... whoops. I almost said a bad word. Offense is bad. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the second game of the series. A little bit more entertaining this time, at least. Thank God for that. But you guys are going to see in a moment. I'm still disappointed in the Cubs or something else. But anyways, guys, let's get into the second game, which is going to be majority of this probably now. So let's get into it. And Game 2 on August 2nd, unfortunately, the Chicago Cubs would end up dropping it on Ryan Sandberg Day. And also, I just want to say my condolences to the Sandberg family and the entire Chicago Cubs fan base. That's tough. He was a great player. They did tribute on Friday. That guy was a good player. I could tell that guy was a great person. Sucks. Heard about it in Milwaukee, too, yeah. So my condolences to his family and all the Chicago Cubs fans out there. I just want to give my condolences. That was really nice that they did the 23 on the back. I really like that. And we also matched jerseys the second game, so that was nice. And the hat. So that was nice. I got to match with them at least. I couldn't see the pinstripes, which I wanted to see them, but you know what? I understand the situation. Obviously you can't wear the pinstripes if you lose like a really good player like that. So you gotta obviously honor him. But that was really cool. It was an honor to be there, to see it. Honestly, guys, just want to say, absolute honor to be there. Again, rest in peace to Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Respect to all the Chicago Cubs fans and his family. My condolences to all you guys. And yeah, I'm very sorry for you Cubs fans about that. My second favorite team. I have my love. Even as a Jays fan, I got my love for you Cubs. Sorry for the loss, guys. But anyways, guys, let's get into the final score. Unfortunately, the Cubs weren't able to get the win. They were pretty close in the bottom of the ninth, but unfortunately, just came a little short. The final score is Baltimore Orioles 4 and Chicago Cubs 3, so very unfortunate there. And yeah, let's just get right into it. And we are starting once again in the bottom of the second inning. The Chicago Cubs would be on the board first. Nico Hoerner would get a base hit. It hits a ground. Oh no, it was a ground. Yeah, it was a double. Oh no, yeah, the ground rule double. This was a very weird play. So Nico Hoerner hit a double. That would score Ian Happ. Castro was jogging in at home as well, but the ball went into the ivy in left field. Man, that ivy is just, my goodness. That was an evil ivy that day. I'm telling you guys, it went straight in the ivy and they couldn't find the ball, so they ruled it a ground rule double. Screw the umpires for that. But I mean, I guess if you can't find it, I guess you can't really blame the umpires. But that's stupid. I hated that, guys. I just want to say I did not like that at all. I did not like that ground rule double. It cost them. Honestly, that could have been a 2-run play, and it would have been different. But I guess it wouldn't have been that much different because just after that, we're still in the same inning. Reese McGuire, the former Blue Jay himself, would be out on a sacrifice fly. That would score the new Cub, Willie Castro. That made it 2-0 Chicago. Really good stuff there. Yeah, it's just a sac fly. Again, of course. Nothing special about that. But, I mean, the Cubs extend the lead, so got to take that. That made it a 2-0. Moving on to the bottom of the fourth inning. And just before this run came in, I just want to say, Willie Castro making his Cubs debut, he turned on the Jets. He got a big base hit. I think it went really far. He ran, I think if it went further, it could have even been an inside the park home run for him in his Cubs debut, but that was his first Cubs hit, I believe. And he went all the way to third. It was a huge triple. He turned on the Jets. Absolutely awesome. But anyways, Nico Hoerner, after him, would single, and that would bring him in. That would bring Castro in. RBI single for Nico Hoerner. He's doing it again, and that made it 3-0 Chicago. Really good stuff there, but unfortunately, this is where the positives would end, guys. And yep, big comeback incoming for the Baltimore Orioles in the top of the eighth. And yep, this is where all the damage was done. Jordan Resberg will get an RBI single. That would score Kowser, and that would be the Baltimore Orioles' first run of the series. RBI single for Westberg. That made it 3-1 Cubs. So it's unfortunate there. I didn't really think much of it. I'm like, yeah, still up by 2, but don't get cocky, right? Yeah, well, the next play and the final play of this game, scoring-wise, would say that Gunnar Henderson would go to bat, 2 runners on base. It would be Westberg and Jackson Holliday, and he would crush it, made contact, drove it deep to right center field, and it was gone. I knew it off the bat. I knew it was going to be going out, and it went out. Baltimore with the lead, 4-3, Gunnar Henderson. And that was it, man. That was the dagger. 4-run, top of the 8th inning. A go-ahead 3-run blast and an RBI single. And that was the difference, guys. Final score 4-3. I mean, bottom of the 9th, we went down early, guys. And I'm not gonna want to say too much, but something happened that I didn't really like it. But I was trying to watch it from downstairs. I know a better spot to watch it. You can't watch in the 100s, guys. I just want to say you can't go in those aisles, or else you're going to get kicked out of those aisles. I mean, I learned the hard way that day, guys. I don't want to get into it too much. I still love Wrigley, guys. I just don't want you guys to think I'm going to start hating on them. No, I'm not. I still love the Cubs, still love Wrigley, but there was a situation, we're trying to watch the game, couldn't go in the aisle, so we had to go back down. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get into it, guys, okay? I didn't like the situation, okay? It made me a little upset, but again, rules are rules, guys. And, I learned the hard way. I'm never going to do that again, guys. I've learned my lesson. I'm never doing that again. I know there's a better spot, because the crowds are too busy there. And, the one thing I don't like about Wrigley, I understand it's 100 years old and everyone wants to see it and all that, 110. But the crowds there are insane, guys. I mean, they're like packed every game. I think it's even worse in Toronto, in my opinion. I think it's actually worse in Toronto, the crowds. Like, for busyness, obviously. The fans are great. I just want to say, Cubs fans, oh yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. But, like, my goodness, those crowds are insane, guys. Even last year, too, in the Chaser, they're insane. And yeah, game one, we stayed up there obviously the whole time, guys. After the game, I didn't film any of it, but, well, I did film. Actually, no, I didn't film any of it, actually. I forgot. I didn't film any of it, but the crowd was insane. It took us, like, probably 10 minutes to leave the ballpark after. I know, it took a while, guys. I know. And we had to leave as soon as the game was done. We had to go downstairs because we were on our way back home after that because we had to travel back to Michigan after that and stay in a hotel. Just so it wouldn't be as hard of a drive next day. If you guys know, you know, right? On road trips. So, yeah, I had a situation. I didn't like it. And you know what? I'm just going to move on. I'm not going to let it affect me. And I still have Wrigley Field, guys. Don't take offense by this. I'm not mad. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it was something that I had to learn the hard way, guys. And that's how life is sometimes. Sometimes you got to learn things the hard way. But anyways, guys, I'm just going to get into my overall thoughts. I'm just disappointed in the Cubs. They didn't do enough. They didn't do enough offensively. They only got 4 runs in 2 games. Oh, yeah, guess what? The next day they won 5-3. Justin Turner, out of all people, got a walk-off home run. Thanks, JT. Appreciate that. Oh, my God. Of course, I missed the best game of the series. That sucked. That hurt. I got to be honest. They didn't win the series, so good for the Cubs. Got to see the only loss of the series, so that was fun. That was great. But anyways, overall thoughts on Wrigley. But I'm not going to make this too long, guys. I've already been to this place. I pretty much know what's up with the ballpark at this point. So we got there. Parked at a decent spot. Yeah, we found a really good spot this time, guys. Like right near the Wrigley Field sign. But yeah, went to the ballpark. Looked at the team shops, souvenir shops. You got all the Chicago merch. Even out Paris, Blackhawks, Bulls, all that. They got it all there. Even on Saturday, I noticed a couple of White Sox City Connect, which actually that's a bit controversial. I was surprised they would have any White Sox jersey there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised they would have anything White Sox there. But yeah, they did. Especially on Saturday, I noticed it. But yeah, then we went to Wrigleyville. I got to do the little batting cage on Friday. They only had that on Friday, too, and the McCain's Fries thing. I don't know. They only do that on Fridays, I guess. Friday's good, actually. With Wrigleyville, I really liked it on Friday. Saturday, not as much, but Friday, really good. I think you guys got to go out there on Friday. You got a good experience out there at Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville's awesome, guys. I just want to say the area surrounding it, very good. Very good neighborhood. A lot of entertainment around. It's better than the South Side. I'm just going to say it, guys. I think the South Side is really dangerous still. I believe it's very dangerous. And if I go there, it's just going to be for one game, guys. I just want to say a spoiler alert. If I ever go to the White Sox, it'll probably just be a one game because I'm honestly scared to go down to the South Side already. I'm hoping they could just move either to a different part of town, like they were saying, maybe Arlington Heights, like the suburb, Aurora, Naperville. I heard a couple places that they could move because their lease is up in 5 years for the rate field. So we'll see, I guess. Wrigleyville's a nice area, though. You guys definitely got to go check it out. It's one of a kind. I mean, it's one of the classic ballparks in MLB. One of the oldest, along with Fenway, you know? I want to go to Fenway too, guys. It's another one I really want to go see. MBJ's been there. I really want to go there because that's another one that has a lot of history. I mean, they modernized it, but they made it still look really good and really classic. Wrigley's still one of my favorite ballparks. You know, I would say the only thing that's negative, though, is kind of the game presentation. It is a little But again, I understand why. It's an older stadium, so it makes sense. And that's why. I think the Brewers are really good with their entertainment and their stadium. Not the outside. The outside, I'm definitely going to give it to Wrigley first. They're definitely first place with the outside stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's okay. You know, ballpark's good. You know, I like it. For what it is, you know, I could say I like it. I've only been to 4. I haven't seen all the ballparks yet, guys. There's still a lot I'm going to have to see. But I think Wrigley's still one of the top of the league. I mean, it's you got to see. It's one of those parks that you just got to see. But can't miss it, guys. Like, you know, it's one of the like the Cubs and Red Sox. You don't want to miss those parks. Like, those are the parks you want to see the most in baseball. But yeah, went inside, just went around the concourse, kind of did the same thing we did last year, and that's about it. I mean, yeah, had some stuff. I also got like a new blue ice cream helmet. I don't know if I got a picture of it. Maybe I'll show it here, but Yeah, it was like a new blue. Actually, I really like the new blue jerseys as well. I want to say that as well. I love the new blue jersey. I think it's a city connector. It's just an alternate. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. They don't wear those Wrigleyvilles anymore. They just wear the new blue now. Unless they're planning to bring it back next year, they're going to redesign it next year. Maybe I think they should redesign the Wrigleyville personally. I think they should get a new design. Maybe even have the ivy in there. Maybe make it like the ballpark or something like that. You should do that. That would be a really good city connect. I know it would look kind of weird, but just wear it on Fridays. It would be a good city connect if they did that. Maybe something with Wrigley Field or something like that. Just an idea to throw out there. But yeah, it was an interesting weekend. Disappointing. The Cubs couldn't get a homer. They couldn't. I mean, they weren't bad, I guess. Their bullpen was not good the second day. In the 8th inning, they made that horrible pitching change for Thielbar, and then he gave up the home run and the single. Yeah, he was the reason why he deserved the L2. That was unfortunate. It sucks to see. And, I think the Cubs do have some bullpen problems. I don't know if they fixed them all. They got a couple guys from, of course, the Orioles, and they got Willie Castro. I think that's all they did, though. If I remember correctly, I think that's it. I don't know. Guys, don't get mad at me if I got that wrong, but I think that's all they did. I mean, even the Jays, yeah, we got Ty France and all that, and, a couple other guys. And we got Louis Varland, for the bullpen. Louis Varland. I think he's okay so far. I think he's doing okay so far. And then who else did we have? Shane Bieber, obviously. But I think he's injured right now with Tommy John surgery. So we'll see when he comes back to play. I don't know. Maybe he'll play this year. Maybe he won't. Maybe next year. Who knows, guys? I'm not sure what's going on with Shane Bieber right now. Maybe a 6-man rotation. But anyways, guys, overall, I just want to say Wrigley, not bad. I mean, I said 7.5 out of 10 last year, like 75 out of 100. I say it's still about the same. About 75 out of 100 if I were to rank it out of 100, or 7.5 out of 10. It's okay. It's a nice classic ballpark. Yeah, some of the game presentation could use a little work. But, I mean, if they want to keep it original, I'm not judging, guys. I mean, I think that probably won't. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I think the visiting lineup, you got to change a little bit. You got to have some animations for the visitors, especially. I know they're the visitors, and you're trying to make it original, but you got to make it a little bit more. I don't know. Again, my opinion, guys. Don't come after me, Cubs fans. I love you guys. Just want to know. I'm coming in peace, guys. I'm not trying to be bad at all. Like, your place is awesome. You got a great fan base, very loud. Ballpark's awesome. And that's what I'm going to say. Game presentation, again, could use a little work, but that's just my opinion. But, you don't like the opinion. If you don't like my opinion, well, that's my opinion. I respect your opinion just as much as you guys should respect mine, but whatever. You don't have to respect my opinion. Whatever. I just want to clear everything up that I'm coming from a good place, guys. I promise. I love the Cubs, man. I love them. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it, guys. Sorry your day, guys. And, yeah, that's going to do it, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, I want you guys to please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time for the next game, whatever it ends up being. You guys will see that next. Finally done with the road trip stuff. Finally got it all up. Proud of myself. But anyways, guys, good to do it, guys. Alright, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. So, good luck to the Cubs. Not against the Jays, and that's going to do it, guys. So, yeah, go Cubs, go, except for the Jays, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
To Churio in the air, left field, it is gone! This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs